We have all grown up, certainly I would imagine after the Second World War, growing up being told by our parents, go to school, go to college, go to university, get a good job. Right, nowhere in there were we instructed to dream crazy stuff. In fact, if you are a dreamer, I want to be a drummer in a band and, perform at Colours, right? They don't know, just, okay, fine, very nice, dear, go to college first. They do all those sort of stuff, all right? So essentially, we have all been set up to chase the money. If you look at our economy, it's based around constant growth, which is based around money. So our whole society is, if you're not making money, it's not working. It's not working. So that's a money first idea. Money first paradigm. Money's first. Dreams later. Money first. At the weekends I'll dream. Money first. If you woke up one morning and all the money in the world had gone, if money was as important as we think it is, we'd all perish within 2 weeks, roughly. Some might survive 6 weeks. That's not true. It just wouldn't happen. So we then know, okay, well, money's not keeping us alive. Well, what is? And I call those things invisible currencies. They are the things that we had before money, right? Invisible currencies, for example, could be things like communicating. Invisible currencies being the small wins and the skills you develop over time. Now later, for convenience, money was created so that it was easier to barter with those things. But ultimately, money doesn't mean anything. It's only a symbol of invisible currencies that we have forgotten are inherent in us. So if all the money disappeared, we'd have to re-find our inherent skills that we literally have forgotten that we have. That's the problem with money centricism. It's a myth, it's a lie. Sherry, my wife, she is an early years teacher, so teaches the little ones. And often when she'll ask, in this day and age, she'll ask people, where do apples come from? That's just one example, right? Now, not all children, but a vast majority will say, from the supermarket. Now, we all laugh, but that a lot of people believe that. And you ask someone, okay, do you know where that fruit comes from? And no idea. Do you know what an almond looks like when it's before it's been kind of, husked and put in a pack? No. So it's made us lazy thinking that money, we just go to the shop. Money is the way we survive. So we've forgotten that we have those invisible currencies and we've forgotten how to cultivate it. Most people have no idea what they want because we're not often encouraged to go after what we want. Most people, their kind of mental muscles become flaccid. Their dream muscle is tired. It's still there, it's got tired. So the first job, what do you want? And if you don't know it yourself, how on earth do you think you're going to get it? So it starts with that. Ask yourself, where am I? And are you happy with that? If you're not, that's okay. But it means you've got a platform to start with. Fine, you're not happy doing whatever you're doing. Fine, no problem. Where do you want to go? You wouldn't go into a restaurant, sit there, the waiter bring you a menu with this great life choice, and you go, and he comes back 20 minutes, I don't know. Comes back 20, don't know. But that's how we live our lives. At some point, you got to decide what you want, and you won't get this yet, but this is true. Once you decide, in your decision are already the seeds of its creation. Choose what you want, get on and get it. Halas, that's it. Just do a little bit each day, and then you'll start to find what I call small wins. In my martial arts school, for example, I teach the kids, listen, small wins are those things. So we see it in the belt system, white to black belt in martial arts, right? You've got all the coloured belts. Well, they're interesting, but more than that, they're mental tricks. They get you to believe in an idea whereby there's a coloured belt. If I train for it and I do well, I get it. So in the back of your head is this, I do work, something happens. Small wins, small wins, small wins, small win. And I always said, my job as an instructor is not to get you to fight or get a black belt, and, you know, whatever. Well, how useful is that? But it's to stack enough small wins in your brain that you realize that success is a predictable process. And so if you keep in your life chipping away, you will get where you want to be, once you've decided where you want to be, of course. If you focus on the money, you haven't got time to focus on the things that will lead to the money. So in many ways, you just forget about the money. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be one of those who go, eschew money. Money's the root. I don't believe it's the root of all evil. I much prefer to have money than not have money. What I'm saying is, don't get the focus wrong. Focus on the small wins. Focus on the things you can do well, like developing your craft, meeting people, all the passion-led things, and the money will come. You don't have to believe me, and I don't care, because I know one point you will believe me.